Welder immediately evolves. I'm happy with that evolution because then that means no energy removal annoyingness, and that's fine by me. Oh, the special energy, dude. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my Tailmon affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Poton Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipots Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for Tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get you. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here at Tablemon. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be taking a look at a really cool Welder Altaria deck, which I thought was really surprising to do well, but I really like the concept. Like, what's the one counter to Altaria that we keep seeing in decks? It's usually Aegislash, right? Aegislash-V. So by playing Welder and playing the Entei and the Heatran, you can actually power up a fire type attacker out of the blue and then potentially just knock out the Aegislash and get rid of the one counter that decks play to Altaria. And then Altaria can very easily utilize its Miraculous Charm ability to just do speed dive 60-60 forever and win the game out, right? So I really like this concept. I thought it was really, really well planned. It still doesn't solve the issue that you have against Look Metal, where you can get into this sort of infinite loop, I guess, against them, but I guess you could technically, you have your own infinite loop as well, and you could also technically like play a Fion to make sure you never deck out in case that's an issue. But I do like the inclusion of Heatran GX with the Steaming Stomp attack, Burning Road, you can absorb the fires, get a knockout. You also have access to Entei with a Rally Back attack, and even Fire Main to just get rid of the Fire Weak Aegislash-V, and then that's pretty much it, right? Pikarom does have Tapu Koko Prism Star as a way to bypass Altaria, but both, well, not both actually, but Heatran can also deal with Tapu Koko hitting for exactly 130, so that's pretty good. So I do really like, I do really like the Heatran, and even like you can use Mew one turn against Pikarom to put one damage counter on the Koko once they fire it up, and then you can finish it off with Rally Back from Kangaskhan or Rally Back from Entei. So a really cool concept. This deck was played in the Sunday Open by Sesto Cento from Israel, getting a top 16 finish out of 240 players. So pretty respectable positioning, right, for such a unique deck. So let's see if we can continue our 7-game win streak on the ladder. I was not aware I had a 7-game win streak. We're up against Sephiroth, the Final Fantasy VII antagonist. The Final Fantasy VII Remake is definitely a game that I want to play eventually. Alright. So we are going second. That might mean we're up against ADP. So we'll see Altaria and we'll also see the fire energies. It's not like you can very easily hide the fire energies, so I guess it's fine. Alright. So we get Swablu, we get a capture, we have Welder, we have Bird Keeper, so it's looking okay overall. It's looking pretty okay overall. And we are up against Urshifu, so Altaria might be enough to just close this out. Urshifu rarely plays an out to the Altaria, and also they sometimes do play Phoebe, but one Phoebe is not going to be enough. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and capture, establish another Swablu. And gonna go ahead and Bird Keeper into the Swablu. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna establish Mew to protect my Swablu on the bench. Yeah, that works out pretty nicely. So I just need to not fill up my bench. I have one job, right? Not fill up my bench. Level Ball doesn't get me Altaria, however. Altaria does have 110 HP, so there is a chance that I whiff here. There is still definitely a chance that I whiff here. But the Mew offers a good bit of protection for sure. Will go after the Mew, which makes absolute sense. So this level ball might end up going towards a third Swablu. Alright. Alrighty, so... Okay, that's not quite what I'm looking for. Alright. And then I'm gonna go ahead and thin my hand for potential Snorlax use. No. Jeez. No Altaria yet. Alright. There's the instance for the next turn Altaria. We'll see what outs my opponent has to Altaria, if any. We shall see. So Pokecom for Jirachi for the VMAX. The VMAX will take out my two Altarias or Swablus with energy, and then I go promote Swablu, Twin Energy, Altaria, and we'll figure out the rest as we go. There's another Urshifu right there. So like obviously my opponent is doing the perfect plays and applying a ton of pressure, but I think we'll be okay. Yep, there's a KO. That's why I didn't attach the Twin, then I would have lost both and I wouldn't be able to apply pressure. I can Bird Keeper into the Altaria here to start doing some damage, right? So let's definitely get that. I do have the Ordinary Rod. I do have, like, in case I need a second Altaria for whatever reason. Okay. And so now we go Speed Dive. And it's a 5-6 hit KO on the Urshifu. So 6 hit KO on the Urshifu, so it's gonna be a while before we take knockouts here. But that's okay. It's interesting how, like, I really struggled to set up one Altaria, you know? Just the one. Very simple stage 1 Pokemon. Mimikyu can do Tail Trickery, right? For 20 damage and paralyze me, so that is potentially an option for my opponent. Tail Trigger is definitely a possibility here. I guess the Rally Back Pokemon also help against Volcanions, though Volcanion does seem to be less popular lately. I think getting ahead against the Mimikyu is actually a good call. Like, we just need my opponent to not paralyze me for 7 turns, you know? 6 turns, sorry. No, 5 turns. We need my opponent to not live heads 5 turns. With the Stadium, it's actually less, but I do have the Bird Keeper, so that's fine. That is fine. Get the free healing off of that, and there we go. Yeah, so you create these sort of win conditions with your Altaria. 8 win streak, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's look for our next battle here. Alrighty. Alright, so now we immediately have the Altaria right off the bat, and we are going first. And we're going to establish like this Snorlax if we really wanted to get more cards. Okay, so we are up against fire. And I did see Poke here, so that definitely means either greens or regular, but there's gonna be Volcanion here. There's absolutely going to be access to Volcanion for my opponent, so we will have to keep that in mind. Alright, so I will establish this. I do have Entei and Kangaskhan, that's good. And these decks usually don't play a ton of hand shuffling, so that's really good. That is definitely really good. So what I don't want to do is play down the Kangaskhan, right? That is something that I definitely don't want to do. The Kangaskhan has to be a surprise. I have a free retreat off of the doll. That hand is a little icky. That hand is definitely a little icky. So hopefully Snorlax survives here, because otherwise I'm gonna be in quite a bit of trouble here. Quite a bit of trouble. So this deck it doesn't have a lot of like options or possibilities into what it does. It's like it's establish Altaria and deal with the counters to Altaria, right? There's some decks that will be auto wins, but the game plan is definitely very straightforward for this deck overall. So my opponent goes for Centiskorch rather than a Volk. I fully expect Volk here. Alright. I'm not sure my opponent recognizes like the game plan. I feel like she's playing to her Centiskorch deck, but not really analyzing what she's up against. Because why power up Centiskorch when there's Altaria that's about to come out, right? There's the Volcanion, right? There's the Volcanion finally. Like I said, I need to save the Kangaskhan for a Welder play or for a Twin Energy play. Same for the Entei. So I think we'll be okay, but I'd rather not play that. Though sometimes I could be punished by not benching the Kangaskhan before a Marnie, but not against this deck. If it was against other decks, then maybe I would consider it. Especially with the Ordinary Rod in hand, and if I had like a Quick Pull or something, then it gets targeted, you can immediately put it back and then get it back out of the deck. So whether or not to bench it also depends on what sort of deck you're up against. And Welder decks usually don't play anywhere close to like 4 Marnies or whatnot. But okay, with the attachment, my opponent does recognize what they are up against. We do see the big charm on the Centiskorch, which is an interesting addition to the deck. Alright. Infinite energy removal could also be annoying against us, that's for sure. So we'll bench you, we'll do this. Right. Do this. We shall do this. So I'm thinking I get rid of this Snorlax. I mean, ideally I won't need more than one Snorlax this game, right? Ideally. I already have the Kangaskhan in hand. Alright, so there's the Cormandize. Now I have Marty, still no Welder, still no Twin. My opponent down a boss and all 4 quick walls. That's important because then there's less of a threat of boss because of the Eldegoss. And now my opponent is bench locked, and they decide to big charm that instead of the Volcanion. So not sure my opponent is approaching the game the right way, but guaranteed energy off the Jan card. We do find Bird Keeper. I could use Heatran to potentially KO the Volk, but I need the Volk to be active, right? So I need to force the Volk in the active, and I should not promote that because I'm going to Bird Keeper here. Right, there's even a boss. I can't whiff energy because of the stadium, so I'm fine going into here. Okay, that's pretty good. No Welder though. That is the issue right here. No Welder for me. I can also potentially survive the hit, so that's actually really good. Because then I can go Bird Keeper into a Heatran, KO the Volk, then they KO me, sure. But the Altaria surviving the Volcanion hit is actually a pretty big deal. In terms of energy investment, takes away the pressure of the Welder. I just need to Jan Hearth for an energy, eliminate the Volcanion. I don't know how many Volcanions might want to place though. You'd assume 2, right? You would assume 2, so assuming they knock out Heatran and then they knock out either Entei or Kangaskhan, which I used to knock out the next Altaria, the next Volcanion, then that should leave me room for 1 more KO in case something goes wrong and I can't evolve the Swablu or whatnot. So it should be okay. Well, there immediately evolves. I'm happy with that evolution because then that means no energy removal annoyingness, and that's fine by me. Oh, the special energy, dude. Okay, I can still GX KO it. My opponent playing all these all these HP increasing cards is actually a pretty big deal. So now she's debating whether she should retreat or not, I imagine. And the answer, I think, is yes. The answer, I think, is absolutely yes. This is where we see the Tool Scrapper. No Tool Scrapper. All right, perfect. So I do need 3 fires, so I can GX KO the Heatran. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna do this. 2 fires left only, so that is important to note. Okay, I don't think I need to go out into the duel. My plan is very clear. My plan is absolutely very clear. There's the Twin Energy as well. And this is the one Centiskorch deck that also plays Marty, right? So, alright. There's the Hot Burn. There's even a chance the Heatran survives this turn, which is actually pretty great. And if I evolve Altaria, then we're in a really good spot. Yeah, we are in a really, really good spot. I would have to majorly misplay, I think, to lose this, or my opponent would need to have 3 Volcanions. And if they bench lock themselves with Eldegoss to Welder here, that would be a problem for them. Ooh, that's the second Marty in this deck, dude. What the heck? I mentioned in my analysis, yeah, Centiskorch and Fire decks in general don't play well. What? Tool Scrapper? Are you kidding me? What the heck? You're kidding me, man. What? What is happening? What the heck is this? What? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What the heck is going on right now? Actually, what the heck is going on right now? What the actual heck is going on right now? What the heck was that turn? Dude, what the heck is happening? Oh my god. What the heck? I'm actually speechless right now. I am actually speechless right now. I do what? What is happening? The HP increases, the stadium, the tool scrapper. What on earth? The double Marnie too? Okay, so I don't mind losing a Pokédoll, because if they recover energies from a discard pile enough, then maybe they won't be able to fire Crystal. But okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13 fires already. How many fires did you play? Obviously, and they have 13 fires and a fire crystal. Jeez, what the heck, man? I just want a boss. If I could just take the initiative against this Volcanion, I'd be in a fine spot. In a perfectly fine spot. No boss, dude. What the heck? Oh, I priced 2 bosses. That's why. I priced 2 bosses orders. That's why. Oh wait, their Volk can't attack me either. Well, but they can play Giant Hearth at any point they want. So, do I just attack? What does attacking accomplish? Nothing. It literally accomplishes nothing. I don't think attacking accomplishes nothing. And like I said, like by doing this and my opponent continuing to attach energies, maybe there comes a point where they can't fire Crystal for energies back, and that could be good. Okay, that Marnie. Okay, having 2 Altarias powered up is also pretty good. Having 2 Altarias powered up could be the key here. Now I want my opponent to take the energy. 2 want my opponent to take the energy. Oh, okay, this time they didn't power up. Do they play a second Tool Scrapper? Maybe. Okay, I have the other twin, so now it's go time. Right, it absolutely is go time. I would love to find boss, right? I would absolutely love to find boss. Yeah, and so notice how they didn't grab the energy last turn, so that might mean that they do have a fire crystal still waiting. They're only down 2 welders. Alright, so we speed dive, and now I have the boss. Now I can pressure the Volcanion. And like, worst case scenario, they go Welder, attach, or whatever. They knock me out with Volcanion this turn. I go and then I use this one for 60. And if they have a second Tool Scrapper, then congratulations, you know, like, good job. If they don't, however, then we just win now. Very intense. Very intense game. There's a well played. You have a good deck. And there we go. That was close. That was honestly very, very close. But I'm glad we managed to pull it off. My opponent had all the right cards to deal with our deck, which was very, very impressive. I also, because I do play 3 Bosses Orders, don't I? I do believe I play 3 Bosses Orders. Yeah, I play 3, so I had priced 2 of them. Or maybe I had discard 1, I don't think I had. No, I had discard 1 because I kept using Synta Kill and I couldn't get it back. So I priced 2 in the, like, a crucial scenario. They played the HP increases. If they had attached a Big Charm and the Heat Fire to the Heatran, I would have been in a ton of trouble. But thankfully they didn't. Alright, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed playing with this deck, but it is a very hit or miss deck, right? Very hit or miss. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.